Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you a Week 3 NFL matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Eagles are able to make some explosive plays in the passing game as well as in the run game this week. Last week, they have to continue that same type of game plan this week against the Jaguars. You will have some opportunities to stretch out that Jaguars secondary. That is a weak spot of the Jaguars defense. Outside of Rasheem Mathis, they struggle at the cornerback spot. Even though Cox is a solid player, still struggling right now, that sophomore slump. And you can attack the safeties back there for the Jaguars. So don't be afraid. We know Andy Reid is going to throw the football. So attack vertically the Jaguars secondary. That's where you're going to have some success. Now, on the defensive side of the football, you see David Garrard had a relapse, had 4 interceptions. A couple of them were tip passes, so they wasn't really his fault. And so that's one thing you have to maintain. Your Eagles, you're going to fly around the football, pun intended, defensively. Be prepared to make some plays because you will have some opportunities to make plays on the football. Even though they have some talented, huge wideouts for Jacksonville, that secondary has to be ready to play. And defense as a whole has to be ready to compete for 4 quarters. You guys have not played a full game, 4 quarters of defense. That has to improve because the Jaguars do have all the elements you need to effectively take a team out of the game. And speaking of those Jaguars, you let San Diego stuff your run last week. You can't allow that this week against the Eagles. You should have some success running the football. Green Bay was able to have some success. Detroit was able to have some success. You should be able to have some success against the Eagles. So get Jones-Drew back in gear. And also, Garrard can't have another relapse like he did last week. You have some big targets. Utilize those big targets. Slants, play up top, those corner routes. That's going to help out. Use those big targets to shield those shorter cornerbacks of the Eagles, and you will be able to have some success. You want to stay away from the middle of the field. That's what the Eagles are strong at with the safety. The rookie back there, Nate Allen, is making a lot of big plays. Now, defensively, what you have to do, Kolb is going to be back there if he's healthy. So if he's back there, then you can just turn the pressure up. So you want to see how healthy Kolb is. So you want to turn the pressure up on Kolb, force him to make those quick plays that played. That's why he got hurt against Green Bay. Now, Vic is back there. Remember, push instead of pressure. We talk about it every week on the show. Push instead of pressure. Keep Vic in the pocket. Keep Vic throwing from his original launch pad. Don't allow him to move left to right. I'm going with the Eagles in this matchup. The Eagles showed me something last week. They're able to run the football with LaShawn McCoy. I think now getting called back in the lineup, be prepared to see a little bit more carries for LaShawn McCoy. That's going to help out that passing game. That's going to take some of that pressure off because Jacksonville can get after the quarterback. They can bring the pressure, especially from the edge. And the Eagles right now have the passing game to attack that Jaguar secondary. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.